Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will learn about the building blocks of C program. So what are the building blocks of C program? Let's try to see. In C programming, alphabets, digits and special symbols are combined to create important components like constants, variables and keywords. So these alphabets, digits and the special symbols are combined to create constants, variables and the keywords. Let us understand each of these components. That is nothing but constants, variables and the keywords. Let us try to understand. First one is the constants. Constants are fixed values that do not change during program execution. For example, the number 10 or the character A remains the same throughout the program. In programming, constants are also referred to as literals. So this is the main thing. And next one is the variables. Variables are named memory locations that store values that can change as the program runs. For example, the variable age can hold the value 25 initially and later can be updated to 30. Variables are also called as identifiers. The next one is the keywords. Keywords are reserved words that have special meanings predefined in the C programming language. For example, int, float and return are the keywords. So constants in the C are divided into two broad categories. One is primary constants and another one is secondary constants. So these are the two different. So first we have learned what is a constant, what is a variable and also what is a keyword. So constants means which are fixed throughout the execution. So that means the value will not change all the time. Next one is the variable. So for which the memory location, a value will be assigned in a memory location and it will be referenced with that variable name. So now we can also hold the value and also we can also update the value. And keywords are the nothing but special keywords that are available, reserved words that are available, that are there in the C programming language. Not only in the C programming language, it is also available in all the programming languages. You will be having some keywords like reserved words like int, float, return, function. So like these names are there. So now when it comes to constants, constants in C are divided primarily into two broad categories. One is primary constants and another one is the secondary constants. So first we will focus on this primary constants. Primary constants are, these include integer constants like 100 minus 50 like this. Real constants 3.14 or minus 0.3.14 means pi, 2.5 e4 like this. Character constants like a5, these things. Secondary constants, these are more advanced and include pointers, arrays, strings, structures, unions, enums. These all the things also you will try to learn it. So these are secondary constants. So let's try to understand about the primary constants in detail. First one is integer constants definition. An integer constant is a whole number without a decimal point. It can be positive, negative or 0. Rules for constructing the integer. So constants must contain at least one digit. No decimal points are allowed. Can have a positive or negative sign. If no sign is specified means it is assumed to be positive. No commas or blank space are allowed. The range of values depends on the compiler. For modern compilers like Visual Studio or GCC, it will be minus 214 something like this to plus 214. For older compilers like Turbo C or Turbo C++, that is minus 32768 to 32767. So this is the range of integer value, how much value it can store. Examples are valid ones are 426 plus 782 minus 8000 0 like this. Invalid are 32.5 contains a decimal, 0.5 is a decimal thing. 1000 means contains a comma. So that is the thing. This is all about the integer constant. Real constants definition. A real constant represents a number that may have a decimal point or can be written in an exponential form. These are often called as floating point constants. Rules for constructing these real constants in fractional form. Must contains at least one digit, must have a decimal point, can have a positive or negative sign. If no sign is specified means then it is assumed as a positive. No commas or blank space are allowed. Examples are valid are plus 325.34, 426.0, minus 32.76. Invalid are 4.2.3, multiple decimals are there, and 3 space 2.5 is that it contains a space. So these are invalid thing, top or valid. So these are floating point numbers. Rules for constructing real constants in exponential form. So if you want to real constant in exponential form means the number is divided into two parts. One is mantissa, the part before e. Example 3.42 in 3.42 e minus 4. And next one is the exponential, the part after e that specifies the power of 10. So example minus 4 in 32 e to the power of 4. So mantissa and exponents are separated by e or capital E. Mantissa may have a positive or negative sign, default is positive. Exponent must be an integer and also can also be a positive or a negative. The range of real constants in exponential form is approximately 3.4e38 to 3.4e38 minus 2 plus. Examples are 3.2 e to the power of minus 5, 4.1 e to the power 8 or minus 0.2 e to the power 3. Invalid are 3.2 e, missing exponent, e to the power of e4, missing mantissa. So like this, these are the real constants in exponential form. Next one is a character constants definition. A character constant is a single alphabet, digit or a special symbol enclosed in a single quotes. This is the thing. Rules for constructing the character constant is must be enclosed in a single inverted commas. Both single inverted commas should be point to the left. Example A or not A. So like this. Only a single character is allowed. Okay, only a single character is allowed. Examples are valid are A5 is equal to like this. Invalid are AB. So contains more than one character. A missing quotes. So these are invalid. Variables in the C definition. So now the constants, this thing is finished. Now let's try to understand about the variables. Variables are named locations in memory that stores values. Since their values can change during execution, they are called variables. Types of variables. Variables are categorized based on the type of constant they store. Integer variables store integer constants. Real variables store real constants. Character variables store character constants like this. Rules for constructing a variable means name's length must be between 1 to 31 characters. Some compilers allow up to 247 characters, but shorter names are recommended. So that's a common thing. Starting character must begin with an alphabet or an underscore. So other than this, we should not start anything. Content can include alphabets, digits and underscores. Reserved words. Keywords cannot be used as a variable names. So we have seen some keywords, right? Like this. So those all things cannot be used. Examples are valid are SI underscore int, pop underscore E underscore 99, average basic salary. These are the variable names which are supported. Invalid are 1, 2, 3 names. So digit comes in between at the first. Only underscore and alphabets only should be started. Starts with a digit. Float, it's a keyword. My name contains a space. So these are all invalid. Best practices for naming the variables. Use meaningful names to represent their purpose in the program. Example for calculating simple interest, use principal, rate, time instead of generic names like ABC. So that is the thing which I want to explain. So declaring variables. Variables must be declared with their type before use. So like int age score, float price, interest underscore rate, character grade initial like this. Keywords in C. Keywords are reserved words with predefined meanings in the C. They cannot be used as variable names. So these are reserved words. C has 32 standard keyword words such as int, float, character, if, while written like this. These keywords are essential for defining variables, making decisions and controlling the loops. Some compilers may add additional non-standard keywords like example ASM. ANSI recommends prefixing such keywords with 2 underscores, but not all compilers follow this rule. Examples of keywords are control flow is if else while for like this. These are keywords which should not be used as variable names. And data types int, character, float, void. Others are return size of volatile, these all things. So total in summary, constant fixed values like 5, 3.54 A like this. Variables named memory location for storing changeable values. Example age salary. Keywords means reserved keywords with predefined meanings. Example int while like this. So key points to be remembered is constants can be integers, real numbers or characters. Variables must follow strict naming rules. Keywords cannot be used as a variable names. So this is all about the building blocks of C program. So hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.